Your neighborhood has a cat problem. The problem is that all of those cats don't belong to you. Everyone in the neighborhood wants to claim those adorable kitties for themselves. Outwit your fellow feline fanatics as you lure cats onto your property, move cats into your house, and steal cats from your neighbors. To set up Here Kitty Kitty, have each player choose a property board. Place all 40 cat minis in the center of the play area. Take the 8 instant cards which have a red border out of the deck. Shuffle the deck and deal 3 cards to each player. Then shuffle the instant cards back into the deck and place it nearby. The player with the most actual cats at home goes first. Each player's turn consists of taking 2 actions and drawing up to a full hand. The possible actions are moving 1 cat 1 space, which can be from the neighborhood into the yard, from the yard onto the porch, from the porch into the house, or vice versa. Playing 1 card, which will be one of the standard cards with a purple border. If you play a standard card on another player, that player can use a defensive card with a blue border to block you at no action cost, or discarding 1 to 3 cards. The same action can be performed twice, so a player could move a cat 2 spaces or play 2 cards on a turn. When playing cards, note which players are affected by the card's directions. Some cards target a player's neighbors only. Each player has 2 neighbors, the player directly to the left and the player directly to the right. Cards that affect neighbors of a player do not affect players whose properties are not adjacent. After you have performed 2 actions, draw up to a full hand of 3 cards. As you are drawing up, be careful to note if you draw an instant card. These cards have a red border and, as their name suggests, must be played the instant you draw them. These cards affect all the players who meet the conditions on the card. After the instant card is resolved, the player draws another card for a full hand. The turn then passes to the player on the left. When the last card is drawn from the deck, each player gets 1 final turn, consisting of 2 actions. This includes the player who drew the final card. Now you score the game. A scoring sheet is provided on the back of the rules to help make scoring easy. You may make as many copies of this sheet as you'd like. Each cat in your house scores 5 points. That includes cats in the house on the foster kittens, special needs kitty, and pet insurance cards. Each cat on your porch scores 3 points. Cats in the yard score no points, but they do contribute to scoring based on colors of cats on the property. Every player with 5 or more black cats scores 5 points, and the same goes for gray, orange, and white cats. Each player with at least 1 of each color scores 5 points. Note, this is not 5 points for each full set of colors. It's 5 points for having at least 1 of each color on your property. The player with the most black cats scores 3 points. And the same goes for the players with the most gray, orange, and white cats. If there is a tie, both players score 3 points. Players with a single color cat in the house score 10 points. And the player holding best in show at the end of the game scores 2 points. The player with the highest score wins. Now you know everything you need to know to collect all the cats in Here Kitty Kitty. And remember, all's fair in love and cat collecting.